Hello everyone, Santa the Tomb. Welcome to another mod overview, this time on Foundation, a mod that simply adds in some ores and tools, as well as, I think it is just ingots as well. There's no, okay, there is nuggets as well, yeah, so pretty much sort of the basics you'd need to give ores some use. Technically you could just use it as a tool sort of mod if you want to. It is obviously intended to be used for certain other mods and as a core for going, okay, I'm going to use copper, aluminium, tin and silver in many different types of recipes added by another mod or used alongside another mod, and the ability to also make bronze as well is also possible with the tin. Kind of looks a bit like iron but slightly different. There's no steel either, so it is just bronze is the only alloy. So we'll just test out the tools, and we'll test out what you need to break the ores. I'm hoping you don't just need a pickaxe. You probably do, but who knows. So just get this. Right, so just do this. I assume they're mostly going to be up to iron capable. They're not going to be obsidian capable at all. We can test though, but I'm expecting that to not be the case. So let's see, we got 4 tiers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, that'll be fine. So this amount will do, right? That'll do. And we'll obviously test out what we need for this as well. So for copper, we've got 160. And it can break, I assume the equivalent as stone, correct? Yes. So it has 2.8 attack damage and 1.2 attack speed. We'll obviously go to the other tools as well and test those out eventually, but yeah. So there's that. We've got tin, which is also probably a stone equivalent as well. Probably weaker than copper. No, it's stronger than copper, probably? Actually, wait, that was 260-ish, wasn't it? I think. Foundation, that was equivalent to 160. Okay, so that's actually weaker. Interesting. Usually it's always weaker, I find, tin, but apparently that's not the case here. But it has 3 attack damage and 1 attack speed. 1.2 attack speed. Got bronze, which I'm assuming is going to be iron equivalent. It's quite fast here. Did that silk touch it? No. It didn't silk touch it, did it? That, I assume, is not intended design. That's good that I picked that up. 4.5 attack damage, and that for attack speed as usual, and 300 durability. And there's your iron equivalent tool, I assume. That's not going to break obsidian for you. Not likely, no. Okay, can you just go away? I don't need you right now. You're just bothering me. Clear, and we'll just put it for however long. There we go. Cool, so there's that. Apparently I miscalculated, so we've got silver next, which is probably, okay, 800, okay, so quite a lot higher than that. Apparently, because there's break gold in it, yeah. So this has 800 durability and 4.5 attack damage. And aluminium is, I assume, a stone equivalent? Oh, it's a wood equivalent, okay. Interesting, or gold. So it can't break anything higher than that, it has 120. Probably not the way to go, but still something. So let's get these now. So I've got axes. I guess we could just do stripping and see what the durability is in these. There's the other axe, here we go. So these have 120, basically the same. Attack damage wise, they have 8.8 all the way up to 10.5. So silver and bronze are pretty much what you'd want to go for, but durability is better on silver. Also, that's just an alloy of the two there, so it depends. So we'll see what they're capable of harvesting speed. So they seem to be pretty good, or pretty much as equivalent to stone and iron as possible. Silver, I assume, is probably the best way to go if you want certain speed and resource equivalency to iron. So there is that. Did I do the... Yeah, I did do that, I just forgot. Yeah. So there is that. Next we have the shovel. Which again, we'll just do this real quick. Right, so that does, as well as showing that it's also possible to act like it. So let's see. Pretty much the same. Attack damage, obviously, you're not usually going to use. as a consider for shovels, but either way. So we've got harvesting speed here. So there's that. Next we have the hoe, which is probably about as standard as you'd get. We're mostly going to need to test durability for these anyways, but for attack damage, okay, the attack damage is pretty much the same as axes for these rather than one. So technically if you want a hoe as a weapon before it's changed, you can do that, I guess. And then swords, of course, so we'll just sort of break the ground. Find out what durability of these is, which are obviously going to be exactly the same as everything else, I assume, up to this point. And then we've got, what, 5 attack damage on aluminium, so it's better than wood, but not as good as stone, technically, in the long run. Oh, I mean, 130 versus 120, I mean, there is that. It doesn't, yeah, it's an option. You've got silver, which is 6.5, bronze, which is 6.5, and then everything else, so there is that. Now when it comes to breaking the ores, we'll find out, and I don't know if these naturally generate either. My guess is maybe not yet, but anyway. So let's see. So for copper, my guess is... Okay, so you can. I'm assuming you can break all of these with a wooden pick, can't you? Yeah, not surprised. Yep, so that hasn't been changed yet, so you can break all of these. My guess is that silver, like with it already being for usability, is probably required for iron, and then the rest are obviously stone or wood from there. I don't think there's smelting recipes yet either, so you can't make ingots yet. You can make them from nuggets, if you've already broken them down to nuggets, but that's about it. And the tools do have crafting recipes as well, so it's only the ores that don't have smelting recipes, everything else has crafting table recipes, so there's that. Otherwise though, thanks so much for watching, and goodbye. This was a new world, wasn't it? Yes, so technically I can look around and see if they naturally generate, I think, rather than just going elsewhere. I do have obviously a ton of other mods installed, so that's not exactly going to be an easy thing. I may have to remove them. Yeah, and then generate a new world, I think. I'm gonna do that, I think. So I'm just close out of this, and we will go here, and just take all these that we're not using into here, and we'll go, what was it again, foundation, you, and we need reference items, and we need mod menu, and that's pretty much all we need, and then it'll just load immediately. You don't need anything else, do you? Just Fabric API, yes. I don't think you'll have any configs, will you, for like configuring what ores or what tools or anything, do you? You do not. Okay, so we'll take a look at mod menu then, if that's the case. But otherwise, it's just going to take its time. But that's everything. Once we've found out the cases before. Okay, so new world, so we don't complicate things, and here we go. So create a new one. Oh, come on, that always happens on occasion, let's just stretch it. And there's nothing else, so images come soon. Videos maybe may come soon if I wanted to, who knows. I'll think about it. Okay, and we're just waiting until it's done. Okay. And come on. And there we go. Okay, so game mode, spectator. Let's go to a ravine, which will make it the easiest to see what's available. And I think that seems to be it, yeah, because it's the only one that adds the ores in this. So we've got some tin, I assume, or aluminium there. We've got some copper, and that's at level 20. Is there anything any higher up? I'm assuming they'll be at like your typical 40s or something, or 64 sort of range. So the copper and tin will probably be like your iron equivalent for Y level, I assume, depending on what you can find in the caves, of course. What do we got here? Iron. Maybe it is 40s range. I don't know. You're gonna have to find like the exact part where it's showing it in the caves. I can't. I could just break a bit, but you know. So yeah, and then I assume further down is your silver in like your gold range, and I don't know if aluminium, I would assume maybe as common as coal because it's wood level, but other times they've usually been pretty much higher tier, like stone or iron equivalent, so I don't know if they're going to keep to that. I'll just sort of cheat in a few, or sort of pick them up because I don't actually remember what they look like that well. Just yet, I haven't memorized them like I have other ores, so that's tin. We've got some diamond there, we've got tin pretty much everywhere by the looks of things. But yeah, I'd assume in that the aluminium is probably similar to copper, coal. Copper and tin are equivalent to iron, and silver is your equivalent to gold, I'd guess. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and goodbye.